Hey guys, so today's the day we are finding out who A is tonight, face to face, hashtag, should I say hashtag face to face, hashtag PLL, hashtag everything is going to happen right now, hashtag, that's kind of more like it, I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'll be filming my live reaction and I'll post that straight after the episode. Obviously I'm in the UK, it'll be quite late for us over here. I think by the time the episode's finished it'll be 2 AM, so luckily I've got no work tomorrow. Yeah, sleeping. I've got work today, but I think by the time I get home that's when the marathon will start. So I'm kind of starting with the pilot now before I go to work. But yeah, so I'm kind of doing this video as my kind of like final thoughts and kind of theories before everything's revealed tonight. And I guess my first point will be who I think A/Charles is. Coming to the point of that Ren is A, I must say that makes the most sense. But I just don't feel that I'd be happy. I know quite a lot of people wouldn't be happy if it was Ren. I know it's supposed to be more about the why and the how than rather who it is, but I think it's just because he hasn't been in it since... Sorry, my Twitter's going crazy. Yeah, by the way, I'm the PLL in UK Twitter account if you follow me, so hi if you do. Also give this video a like or subscribe to me. But yeah, so yeah, Ren hasn't been in it since I think season 4, and even then he's only been in about 20 episodes, and so I don't think it would be justified enough. Again, like, I know it's supposed to be like the why and the how, but don't really know how it would tie in with his accent unless he has been putting it on. That's what people have been saying. My other theory is Lucas. I know the age thing is probably what fails in that theory, but Lucy Hale done a interview recently and she said whoever's using the name Charles or something like that. So I'm not saying Charles is dead, but then Marlene has been saying Charles is A, but they might have gone back with that a bit or something. But my theory with Lucas is that, you know, he was already helping Mona anyway, so he maybe just took the game over. Obviously Ali was really bullying him at school, and obviously she's calling him Hermie, so maybe, you know, he wanted like Ali's stuff as a child, or wanted to play with girls' toys, and so she started calling him names, but she didn't really recall that maybe, but could be a clue. And also he plays with action figures, which is, I guess, kind of a male equivalent of dolls, I guess. I don't know, like, because obviously in the past few episodes you've seen Charles somewhere when you've seen Toby, Ezra and Caleb, but I guess killing Toby's mother, that could be a good motive for Toby or something like that. People have been saying Wilden, and now I'm not too sure about that. I think as well we've kind of got to go on Alison's reaction in last week's episode. You know, I don't think it's Jason, because I think she would have been shocked that it was Jason, I think. You know, I think she would have had a bigger reaction than she did. So I feel it's somebody she knows, obviously who we know as well, but nothing massive. Like, I don't think she's got a big relationship. Well, we haven't seen her have a big relationship with this person, but an on-off relationship, I guess, kind of an acquaintance, I guess. People have thought Wilden, and as we know, Marlene has said, apart from Mona, there is another dead person we've seen who may not actually be dead. And I guess that kind of makes sense, because that's where the Black Widow comes in, and maybe Black Widow was kind of a distraction to the girls, so Wilden could escape. I know we saw the open casket, but, you know, I think it was Ashley's phone that was in there, and maybe that was also a distraction. Also, I think I read an interview yesterday that we will see dead bodies in the finale. Now, I don't know whether that means we will see people dead, like we'll find out some new dead characters, like, I don't know. I was thinking the parents maybe, but we already know that Veronica's in the second half of season 6, not sure about the others, but I did think that maybe, but also maybe we'll see the dead bodies of the people who have died, like Maya, Mrs. De Laurentiis, obviously we're going to find out what happened to her. My theory on Redcoat, I'd probably say Cece, I'd have to say, because in that episode when Emily was almost getting sawn in half, that seems to happen a lot with Emily. She gets trapped in an elevator, put in a box. But obviously we saw Arya kick the Alison mask off and it was revealed as Cece. And Alison stopped, we're guessing it's Alison, as the Redcoat, stopped the thing from chopping Emily up. So Alison said it was to distract the real Redcoat, so that might be a clue to it being Cece, because although I think Alison said that they both were, but possibly Sarah. Obviously she doesn't have the chip in her neck, so, which is a bit fishy considering she was down there for the whole 2 years, and so I want to know how she ties in with this story. I know she probably is just a random person, but it makes sense that the Redcoat we have seen, has sent Redcoat to go out and do stuff that they possibly couldn't do. So that could be how A was everywhere. You had Redcoat in one place and A in the other place. Because obviously a few episodes ago we saw A and Redcoat sat together, so I reckon that's how things happened. The other thing with Redcoat though, in the promo we see Mona, the scene where Redcoat first visits Mona and Radley, but obviously from the promo it's from behind Mona's head, so we're going to see who Redcoat is. I don't know whether that's when we'll see who Redcoat is in the flashback, but obviously Mona was probably on drugs and stuff then, but obviously at the end of season 3 she said she never knew who Redcoat was, but obviously if we see that then she will, so either she's lying, so I definitely think Mona still has an agenda somewhere. I think she's kind of playing both sides just for herself really, so she doesn't get killed by A, but she wants to help the liars find out who A is, because I really do think Mona knows who it is. Black Widow, my gut has always been Melissa. That has always been my gut as to who it is. She has a connection to Wilden. Widow's obviously somebody who's lost a spouse, and obviously Ian died. Spencer got blood in her bag in London. You know, Melissa was there, but Ren was nowhere to be found. So that's why possibly it could be Ren, because that was the same episode where we saw Cyrus in the hospital and A get out of the bed. So possibly that's Ren there, because obviously we never saw Ren. And Melissa was in London, and how else would the blood get in Spencer's bag in London, unless they hired Colin, whatever his name was. And I have a theory about the Karasimi group, is that this is how the funding is coming about. A and Redcoat have made this secret business so I guess these people are also going to find stuff about the girls for A and Redcoat possibly, and so that's kind of how they're getting like funds and things. But yeah, I guess those are my theories. I hope I'm right. I think we all want to be right, but I think we all want to be shocked at the same time. So, again, I think because the why in the house supposed to be more important, and, you know, there's so many people wanting different theories, not everybody is going to be happy. But I think, you know, it is what it's going to be. The only concern is obviously there were rumours that it was going to be a 2-hour episode, which I think would have been better to make sure we do get all the answers, because apparently we're going to get answers to everything. But, you know, there are quite a lot of questions we want the answers to. I know obviously the main three are probably A, Redcoat, Black Widow, and then obviously who killed Toby's mum, who killed and buried Mrs. De Laurentiis, who the other dead body that is alive is. But there's quite a lot of questions still. I guess still regarding other characters like Sarah. I think I'd like to see Jenna, Lucas, Paige and people to come back. So remember Marlene said that Paige would be back, but we haven't seen her yet. But I don't know, I just find especially in last week's episode, we found out that Lucas and Jenna are at the prom together holding hands. I never thought of them together. But actually that could be a little clue to A and Redcoat, possibly. A little connection. Like I said, it might not be them, it's just a theory, so don't hate me. Some PLL fans can get a bit aggressive when somebody thinks something different to them. But I'm just saying, it could be a connection, you know, they're holding hands, so they're kind of linked. There was a picture Keegan Allen put on his Instagram saying it was a clue. And it was behind the scenes picture. It was of Arya and Ezra. It was in black and white. People said they saw like an A by Ezra's head. I kind of saw that, but I think that might have been too obvious. But there was Spencer, and I think a behind the scenes crew member, and then you saw literally like that much of a face between the two. And I think people aren't looking at that. But I think it could be that person. I think it looks slightly like Jenna. But yeah, I think people are paying too much attention to the obvious, but I guess maybe that's what's supposed to be now, but yeah, so sorry it's been a long video, I'm ranting and going on, but just thought I'd give my last views before the finale. Like I said, I'll be posting my reaction, so make sure to check that out. I'll post it on my Twitter, I'll put my link down there, so obviously it's going to be PLL in the UK. Don't forget to watch Pretty Little Lies after the show, obviously. It's going to be after the show. Hashtag PLLAS. And don't forget to hashtag face-to-face on Twitter as well. Get it trending worldwide. It's already trending now. So it's all exciting. So thank you and see you again later.